My name's LaFond. This is another video for you. I had no plan to move to Colombia. I was living in the United States. I was a producer in Los Angeles, and I really loved it there. That was my dream, to go and work in Los Angeles in the music business. But after 11 years, I got burnt out. I was working full-time on a media company, and I had extra jobs, like working in the evening, doing productions. I had my own music career. I was doing gigs. I was all over the place. But it was hard to do my own thing and stay consistent with it. So I had a lot of burnout. I was working all the time, trying to do my creative stuff on the side, and it was cool. I got to meet a lot of people, work with lots of famous producers. But after many years, I got super burnt out. So I decided to come to Colombia, and it really wasn't something that I really had thought about doing. It was something that happened slowly. I was searching for different stuff to do, and actually met a friend, a yoga teacher who was from Bogota, and I came to the coast to do a workshop. So I had no plan to come to Colombia, but I ended up coming here and ended up loving it. I traveled around with a friend. My friend actually ended up falling in love with a Colombian girl, and I kept on traveling. And what surprised me was the culture was very chill. Everyone has that thing about Colombia that's a dangerous place, that it's I don't know, it's gonna be a whole bunch of narcos, and it really surprised me how nice it is. Right now we're in Laureles, it's my favorite neighborhood in Medellin. It was already said it was one of the top neighborhoods in Time Out magazine, and so I was just surprised how chill it was. Immediately when I got to the airport, I was like, wow, it's chill, it's beautiful, it's very tropical, the climate's nice, everything's very interesting looking. It reminded me of how I felt when I first moved to Los Angeles, and there was a lot of the climate, and everything was very different. I liked the way that things looked when I first moved to LA, the palm trees, and everything was very interesting looking. And I had the same type of thing happen to me when I moved to Colombia, just how all the plants are, the tropical things, and I kind of fell in love with the way that it looks, and it inspired me to be here in Colombia. So it was just a surprise. It was I didn't think it was gonna be what it was. And people say it's dangerous. I think it was more dangerous when I was living in Inglewood. I lived in South Central, Koreatown, Mar Vista near Venice. I had a lot more interactions that seemed dangerous than I've had here in Colombia, to be honest with you, because people don't really try to fight. People aren't looking for a fight. I feel they sometimes are in the United States. They want to argue, they want to fight, you're looking at the girlfriend. Here it's it's a little bit of petty crime. Maybe someone, if you're walking around with a fancy phone in a bad neighborhood, they'll try to take it from you. But other than that, it's not really dangerous. I haven't had any really big confrontations. So I feel Colombia is very safe. That's another thing they'll say. Colombia is a safe place to be. I feel comfortable here. I feel chill. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna leave expensive stuff out. I'll be careful with it. That's the only thing that I think is you have to be mindful of, but everything else is chill. So that's another thing I'll say. The biggest challenges were the legal stuff, having permissions, getting my visa. There's been a few times where I've been up against my visa and I've had my business and stuff like that. And that's stressful because you don't know if you can stay in a country, have all your stuff here. You literally have all my guitars and my business and all my things here. And it's I don't know if I can stay. So that's kind of stressful when you're going up against a visa in a foreign country. Also just finding reliable collaborations. I've been trying to do business here in Colombia. That's been challenging. Things are done differently here. So I've had some issues with my gallery. The biggest challenge have been legal things, permissions, visas, and a lot of the legal stuff. It's it's not as defined. I feel in the United States here, it's a lot of interpretation of the law. So it's permissions for land and everything. It's or building stuff. It's people do stuff a lot of times and they wait for the permissions later. Where I feel in the United States or Europe, it's more clear cut of what there is to do. And so I've had some issues with that. I feel a lot of people do stuff here and then they just this guy's going the wrong way down one-way street. It's whatever. There's less laws and rules about it. So it's interesting. There's less laws and rules in Colombia. So some of it's actually good because you know, it's you're more free, you can do stuff. People aren't gonna hassle you for parking on a little thing. They're not gonna you know, if you do a UE in a place where it's not that bad, there's not a cop following you right down the road. But when you do need the law, it's a little less defined. So it has its ups and downs in Colombia because I said, it's you know, it's you can do a lot of stuff. This other guy's going the wrong way down a one-way street. No one's gonna stop him. No one's gonna say anything. It's the third, fourth car in a row. United States, they'd be getting tickets every minute. So those things are annoying, but it's also good because it's people aren't all over you. So you feel a police officer just rode by the car who's going the wrong way and they didn't do anything. You see that, what just happened? So that's interesting. United States, that would never happen. They'd get a ticket immediately. So things like that are a lot different with the way they work. And so you have to get used to that. Like, I like most of it because you feel free. You don't feel like there's people not over you all the time. The government isn't like all over you, but it's also like not there at all. So then when you need things, you're like, okay, I need the law, help me. There isn't it. It's like, there's like no, I feel like Colombia is a little bit lawless. Like, the government is there, but they tax things and stuff, but they're not really present. They don't really do things. So they're not either on your side or off your side. They're just kind of like, let whatever happens, happens. People are moving into different places, things are happening, and yeah, there's just not that much control. Okay, so the things that are good, the things that are really great about Colombia is the entrance to do a business here is a lot cheaper. So like, you know, if we're starting the gallery, I did that for around $30,000-$40,000, where in the United States it'd be like $200,000 to put a gallery in a really popular neighborhood. So the price is a lot less of doing certain things. So if you want to open up business in Colombia, obviously, and you're bringing dollars, there's a lot more opportunity to do that. I think the biggest opportunity is to work with foreigners here, because it's been on a lot of lists of like digital nomads, and there's a lot of people who work in like development and different things where you have like pretty decent internet, you have really good stuff, you have yoga down the street, you have a lot of opportunities to do things, and you can work with the foreigners. That's what I'm doing here. So I do audiovisual production, I do marketing, I work with different brands, and so I'm able to do that for a lot cheaper. Bands can come record, there's a lot of really great musicians. There's cables hanging from electricity, so that's really weird. That's like a hazard right there. It's just like electrical wires hanging down from the electrical lines. It doesn't have any sense. Like, no one would fix that. But there's like, they don't really like fix things here in Colombia. So it's like beautiful, but there's not people like taking care of a lot of things that would be like dangerous. Like, a kid could grab this and get electrocuted. It doesn't make sense. But okay, so what I'm saying is like the biggest opportunity now is to work with foreigners. There's a lot of foreigners. There's a lot of people who are doing really cool projects, and they are coming here and they're living and working in Colombia. So if you're able to tap into that network, you can offer people at things at a little bit lower of a price, a very competitive price, offer your services. You work from Colombia, I do marketing, I do editing. I'm able to do that because my cost of living is a lot lower. So I'm able to do marketing projects for people at a lot better of a rate than I would if I was living in the States or Los Angeles, where my expenses are super high. And people can come here, you can work with me, you can do photo shoots. I'm doing some stuff here with my camera, and so you can do photo shoots, I can help you with editing, I can help you with marketing. Like I said, you can come here, record albums. So there's a lot of opportunities to come to Colombia, and if you want to get away and doing a project, record an album, do photo shoots, you can get a lot of bang for your buck. You need a photo shoot, there's amazing beauty salons where you can help get you like fixed up, makeup, all that stuff, like really good price, and then do an amazing photo shoot in a really cool tropical area at like half of the cost and get a vacation. So that's pretty cool. You can record an album, some top-notch musicians. That's another opportunity. I did an album with a friend of mine. She paid me. We recorded in a cabin, like out in the town. And so there's always opportunities to like go and do different projects, get away from your norm, and like work on some cool projects. I'm working on another project with a guy where he's bringing artists and producers. So there's access to studios. You want to come and do a demo, you can do it at half the cost. You can get different perspectives on things. So you can get like Latin artists or Latin models or different people to work on your projects. Reggaeton is big. So there's a lot of different things. You can come, get marketing, get access from stuff. I can help you do that. I can help facilitate that, get you a place to stay for a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever you want to do, and work on your projects. I can help you produce your projects. So there's a lot of opportunity to do things here. And that's what I would like to help you do. We will make some cool collaborations together. So that's this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know in your comments. This is Rob LaFond, Medellin, Colombia. I'm an audiovisual producer. I do marketing. I help companies and brands define themselves. If life is worth living, it's worth recording. So a lot of people think Colombia, Medellin is not nice, it's not high class. Look at this neighborhood, it's beautiful. A lot of people think like Colombia and Medellin is not nice. Look at this beautiful neighborhood. It's super nice here. I can put you up in a spot where you can work, you can kind of get away from your regular grind and get a look at something different. So if you want to set something up with me, you want to come here, work, you want to do production, maybe do a couple of photo shoots with you for your Instagram, stuff like that, just let me know and you can learn about the culture, maybe learn a little bit of Spanish. That's one thing I would definitely learn is learn some Spanish, and I can help you get accustomed to the area. Hit me up on my website, roblafond.com. or in my email or my DM on Instagram, also Rob LaFond. and we can do some cool collaborations, do some projects together. So please let me know. I appreciate you all for watching. We're here in Laureles, Medellin.
My name is Rob LaFond, an audiovisual producer based out of Medellin, Colombia. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and stay tuned for more epic adventures. See you in the next one.